everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy and I am here with a Temu haul. You guys, this is attempt number 3. I keep going off the rails in my conversation and getting kind of mean. So I've tossed those first 2 videos out and we're gonna try number 3 and I'm gonna try to have a better attitude. We're here to look at Temu stuff. We're not here to complain about people or about situations. We're here to have fun and escape from reality. So sometimes it's okay to self-edit and just toss the crap that you've already done and start over. Now, luckily I had only shown 1 item, so I only have 1 thing that was unwrapped. But yeah, it was kind of me going on a rant about stuff, and that's not really what I want this channel to be. Although I do like to vent. But let's get on track and let's get started with the Temu haul. So I've got some stuff from Jason and some stuff from myself, and I don't know, I'll probably look up prices on some of my things, but not for Jason's things, but I'll have linked whatever I can down in the description below. So check that out if for some reason you're interested in some of the more kid-friendly things, or maybe there may be some clothes, men's clothing that I get to in here too. I'm really not sure. These bags have now been here for a couple of weeks and I don't know what's in Jason's bag, and the stuff in my bag I don't remember because I've been so whatnot focused. But my office is full of whatnot stuff from the auction that I did yesterday, so that is why I'm back here filming. But I did put my my lovely Temu blanket over my pillow, although it's kind of well, it's kind of a mess. But yeah, I love this, you guys. It's so fluffy and I use it at night, and it reminds me of my childhood, which I'm discovering, and I hope is not a precursor to Alzheimer's, but I'm hoping that trying to relive the good feelings of my past is not a precursor to that, because when I find things, and I've got some antique-y finds that I'm going to show you at the end of the video that just make me feel all nostalgic. So anyway, this was the first item that I showed on my last attempt. It did not have a tag, so I'm not really sure exactly what it is, but it's got a face like the Mimikyu that we saw on a previous video, only the Mimikyu was kind of apricot colored. So I don't know, this is a Pokemon character, and my husband buys these to be prizes for when he plays Pokemon Go with the kids. And well, he might keep this one because it's purple. But isn't that weird how sometimes it doesn't matter what the item is, if it's your favorite color, you're just like, I have to have it. Maybe my family's the only one that does that. But ever since my kids were little, they've always been concerned about what somebody's favorite color is, and sometimes when they give, they simply pick out based on the color. But Jason's favorite color is purple, and so yeah, so I think I'm gonna say it's a Mimikyu. The bag said Mystery Q Day Ibe. So I don't know if it was a mystery that you didn't know what you were gonna get. If that's the case, then I think he got a good one since he likes purple, but I don't know. But he's cute. Gregory would say he looks a little derpy, which sorry. See, that's what happens when you complain a lot. Your throat gets clogged up. But I think derpy just means a little funky looking. I don't know. The kids these days have a totally different language set, and I'm still learning it. Things are either skibbity, which is based on a YouTube show with a guy whose head comes out of a toilet. Things could be Rizzler, like you could be a skibbity Rizzler, which I think is a really good thing to be. There is a shirt on Temu that's got all of those keywords on it that I really want to get, but it's only available for kids. So I don't think even the largest kid size that I could get into. But maybe at some point they'll make a shirt like that for adults who can then make fun of their kids. But I guess we've all, in every generation, have had our, that's rad, or that's funky, or no duh, or, I mean, like the different things that we've come up with. I don't know, it's fun. So anyway, there was that. I don't know, if I had to guess, I'd say it was in the $8 to $10 range for that. But let's pull something out of my bag. Okay, this is a ring. I think it's a flower ring, and I think I bought it in different colors. So we'll see. This one looks like this is the blue one. Is it expandable? No, it says size 8. Why did I get size 8? I guess I decided I should wear it on a different finger than my ring finger. But it's a little loose there. It's a little tight there, but it's just a pretty little kind of enamel painted flower ring. Are they clovers? Yeah, they look like, well, they're 4-petaled flowers. Maybe this would be more of a forget-me-not since it's blue. I don't know how many petals are in a forget-me-not, but I've been spending a lot of time looking at forget-me-not postcards, antique postcards lately. So this kind of reminds me of that. So it's a pretty ring, size 8. I maybe wish I had gotten a size 9. But I don't tend to wear rings on other, it doesn't fit there, on other fingers. Well, it would fit here, but I would never wear these two together. Sorry. This is a hot mess of a day. I guess I'm gonna let this video continue, but yeah, so it's a pretty ring, enamel blue, and I can look this up since it's mine, but I can't imagine it was more than $2. I hope. Nope, we're not interested in that. But yeah, so how are you guys doing? So in a previous attempt at this video, I did talk about Gene Hackman and his wife, because I don't know if we knew he had Alzheimer's before this happened or not. But of course, with my mom having Alzheimer's, that situation with his wife dying a week before him would be kind of like if something happened to my dad, since my dad is my mom's caregiver. But I don't think that would ever happen to us, because for one, I talk to my dad every day and I live 2 doors down. So most likely, because Gene Hackman had kids, but I don't know if they were estranged or why they wouldn't have had contact, or maybe they were trying to contact him, but I mean, he was 94 or 5 or 6 or something like that. So I kind of question if he maybe really had dementia, because I think Alzheimer's, I don't think people really live that long with Alzheimer's, or to that age. I feel like Alzheimer's hits people sooner, and maybe they can get into the 80s some. This is my, professional medical opinion. But my grandmother, my mom's mom, had dementia. She lived to be 96. and she just got old age dementia. Now, my mom's dad had Alzheimer's, and he only got into the early 80s with that. And my mom will not last until she's 90 something. She just turned 74, right? This is 25. Shoot. I wonder if I put 73 on her card. No, I don't think I did. I don't think I referenced a year since it wasn't a 5. But yeah, there's no way that she will, outside of God's grace, there's no way that I can even see her living to 80 with Alzheimer's and the way it progresses. But yeah, so I imagine that his death was a result of his caregiver being gone, maybe, because at his age, he was pretty frail looking from the last visible picture that they had, like from a year ago. But so I think it would have been hard for him after she died. I don't know if he would have been in a place where he still knew how to feed himself. Like my mom can still feed herself and give herself water and stuff, but I don't know about his. And then of course I mentioned how I felt, even though people are more valuable than animals, I felt so bad for the dog that was stuck in the crate because it was helpless. And that, I don't know why, but that tears at me more than the people, which it shouldn't. The people should tear at me more than the animals, but I don't know. It just was sad. And I also mentioned that I had mistakenly on a video previous to this said that last weekend was time change weekend, but it was really this weekend. And so I'm really happy that we finally are in either daylight savings on or off. I think it's off during the summer, right? Because you turn it back on in the winter to get more light in the morning. But I personally prefer light at night because I'm not a morning person. So I like this time of the year better. No surprise there. Okay, those were the safe things that I could repeat from the other videos. Let me see about this ring. Oh, that's the order that's not arrived yet. I've got an order coming with 40 items in it, and I don't think there was any duplicates, unlike some of the orders I've been doing lately. But so how are you guys doing? It's been a week since I filmed, but it's been several days since I aired, because I think I last aired on Thursday and this is Sunday. I really don't like going that long between when we see each other, but I'm really trying to de-stash my stuff, and Whatnot is helping with that. So I feel like I need to put some emphasis on that. And you can always come see me over there at Whatnot. I know some of you do. I try to post to my post feed in YouTube when I'm doing a show, because you can just stop by and say hi. You don't have to buy anything. You can see what kind of a hot mess I am over there too. At least over there you're not seeing my face, so that is probably helpful. Okay, this was $1.50, and I did get it in multiple colors. I don't know if we'll see those other colors on this episode or not, but it comes in purple, blue, silvery, and red. I think I got the silvery looks pink. I think I got the purple, blue, and red. But it's currently $1.52, and it's called a One Fashion Personality Ring for Women. Simple, sweet pink flower ring for women. Daily casual gatherings. Wear birthday gift jewelry. So yeah. Now I was mistakenly, I've got a red heart ring that's enamel coated. And I was like, I should get more rings like that because they'll last longer. But no, that enamel chips off after a while. So it's all costume jewelry, and we don't care if it chips off because it only cost $1 or $2. That's the great thing about Temu. You guys, when I'm doing my Whatnot hauls, I do talk about or tell people that I have this channel in case they want to come over. And believe it or not, there are Temu fans on Whatnot. And so I think I've gotten a couple of new subscribers from Whatnot. So thank you if you came over from Whatnot. But yeah, I do talk about Temu on there because I'm selling ephemera, and Temu's a great source of cheap ephemera if you're just starting out in your craft journey. So yeah, I get my plug in for my YouTube channel over there. All right, next we've got we know Jason's been buying clothes. He went years without buying any clothes, so he's recovering from that, so to speak, and getting a lot of t-shirts, black t-shirts to be precise. Oh, it's a Crowe one. So our last name is Crowe. So that's another thing. We see anything Crowe and we just have to have it, I guess. Now, you could call it a raven too if you like ravens better. No words on this one. Just a cool, potentially off-center t-shirt, you guys. Well, I'm wearing this t-shirt, which was the one I hauled last week on Temu, and it's a little crooked too, but it is, I do really like this one. I've survived too many storms to be bothered by raindrops. It's super comfortable. Now, his shirts tend to be 100% cotton. I'm just not a fan of cotton anymore. It shrinks, it is rougher, and I don't want to have to account for that when I'm ordering, I guess. But that's a cute, look at all those. Oh, I hadn't even noticed that it was birds down here. Is it multiple birds down there? Or just one? Maybe just one. But then there's birds flying. So kind of, I loved Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, kind of reminiscent of that a little bit maybe. And these shirts, I think he acted like we're in the $8 to $10 range. Okay, hopefully I don't need the Kleenex because they are now too far away to reach. All right, we have a box. Garlic mini turquoise. What do you figure that is? Garlic. I'm looking around to see if I've got a sharp object to help me get this open. I don't think I bought a garlic press because I already have a garlic press, and you really don't need more than one of those, but watch me say that and then have a garlic press. Let's see if I can use this pen. If Emily's watching, see, this is where if I had my YouTube survival bag, even if I filmed somewhere different, I would have that bag with me and I would have scissors. Oh. So yeah, I had my fourth Whatnot show yesterday. It was probably it was one of the best attended of the 4 I've done, but it was the worst sales-wise. But it was a Saturday afternoon. The weather was probably awesome, so I think I'm gonna do my next one, I think, on Wednesday night. Maybe I did order some kind of a garlic thing. But I think I'm gonna do like a Wednesday night and see if maybe that. Oh, it's a cute, oh, maybe it's just a, can you guys see the fuzz on that styrofoam? I think it's to store heads of garlic. And for some reason, when I buy things for my kitchen, I really like the Tiffany blue, which this is a little bit bluer than Tiffany blue. I feel like Tiffany blue has a little bit of teal or green in it. But I really like I have one of those butter bells. What are they called? You know, where you fill, you like fill the thing with butter, and then it's upside down and there's water in the reservoir, and that way you can keep your butter out of the refrigerator and soft, you know, like what they used to do in the olden days. But so all of these things that I get are I kind of try to use this color. But so let's see, will this make people want to come watch this video? No, it's my personality. I need a better personality. Don't go down that road again, Amy. Don't go down that road. All right, I will look up the price for that. And Peanut really likes the smell of that for some reason. Maybe it's the styrofoam that was on there that she smells. Okay, ceramic mini garlic preservation jar. I paid $5.79. It's called turquoise is the color. It comes in white, turquoise, red, navy blue, and black. And I will say I like the blue the best, so I'm glad I got that one. It's currently $7.59 for the one I got. The price is the same for every color. And it's a ceramic mini garlic preservation box with lid, ceramic mini garlic preservation box for countertops. Keep your garlic cloves fresh. So it's got 4 holes around it to keep it aerated, because I always heard you should keep onions and garlic cloves in like hosiery or mesh bags, that kind of thing. So I'm curious if just the fact that it has these holes will be enough to keep it from rotting. Because when it's in the hosiery, it does dry out, but then it's just like dehydrated. It doesn't get gooey and yucky. So I'll be curious to see how this works. But I love garlic, and actually Gabby recently bought a jar of pickled garlic, and I'm half and half on pickles. Like, I like sweet pickles, I like dill pickles, I really like bread and butter pickles, so I guess I like pickles, but like I can't just sit and eat a bunch of pickles, okay? I'm not a big, well, and I like pickled beets. Like, I don't want to eat beets unless they're pickled. I love pickled beets. So what am I trying to say? I guess I'm trying to say, for some reason, even though I like all those pickled things, I still was nervous about trying her pickled garlic. I think I thought it would just be so strong, and like, would I be tasting the garlic all day long? But you guys, it was actually really tame. It was like the pickling tamed the heat of the garlic, because imagine eating a raw garlic clove. Man, she cannot get enough of this. Oh, she's licking the garlic, and now she's like sitting on top of it, protecting it. Can we see her? We can't really even see her. Okay, well that was a interesting little, not really. But yeah, you think about garlic being super spicy, like if you mince it for sauteing or something, I mean, it can really add a bite. And so I was like, oh, I guess that's probably more why I was afraid of trying it than the pickling part, but it was actually really, I won't say good, because it's not like it was dessert or something, but it was, I didn't mind eating it. And so I imagine, because garlic is super good for you, and so is pickling liquid is really good for you. So I figured it probably would be a good thing to keep on hand for when people get sick. Eat a clove of garlic a day, keeps the doctor away. I don't think anybody says that, but maybe. So yeah, so I like that little pot. Peanut has now moved on to smelling other things on the bed. Okay, next we've got some Temu stickers that look like stamps. There's 50 of them in here. I'll pull out just a few. I like putting these in as it looks like there's 2 of each image, so it looks like you only get 25. But these are Alice in Wonderland themed stickers. So I like putting this kind of thing when people buy stuff from me, just adding a few stickers to their order as a thank you. A Cheshire Cat, maybe? So I don't know, are these, they're okay. If you like Alice in Wonderland though, they're probably you'd probably really like them. So 50 stickers, I won't look that up. Those are usually a buck or two. But they're always the kind that you can stick on your Stanley Cup or your skateboard, ladies, for those of you that are out skateboarding, your some electronic device. I mean, really, these stamps look like they're, well, no, I guess they're not all the same size. I was going to say you could make a really cool kind of pattern with them on something. But, yeah, Temu's great for stickers. I don't know how many times I can say that, but a lot. All right, next we've got another cute little, this looks like a cat or pie more so than something else I hauled last week. I do now recycle all of these bags instead of just tossing them in the garbage. They're great for putting the stuff I sell in them so that hopefully I don't have to buy as many supplies. Oh, that was something I was going to bring in here. You guys, I got an Amazon order this week, and it, so as part of Jason has diabetes. I've talked about that. He also has foot ulcers. I won't talk about that too much because I know it grosses some of you out, but I buy my wound care supplies from Amazon. And so I have Coban set up on a subscription to get every 2 months. And then I also get this sterile gauze wrap. And I don't buy gauze at like Walmart or Walgreens or those kind of things, because it's not, the gauze you can get there is, it's not stretchy. So this is a stretch gauze, and I buy it because it's what they use in the foot doctor's office. So last time I ordered some, I ordered it was like a pack of 96 rolls, which I think was actually 8 boxes, because there's 12 rolls in a box. So the listing is for a total of 96. So I pulled that back up and put that on subscription because we ran out, or I lost them or something. And so we get it in the mail, and I'm like, it doesn't feel like there's anything in here, nor does it seem like a big enough box. Well, sure enough, I opened the box. There was literally 1 roll of gauze in there. Not 96, not 12 boxes. Somebody opened a package in the warehouse and pulled out 1 roll, sent it to me, $13 some, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding. So then, of course, I went into Amazon to return it, and they're making me return it because, well, they don't know I only got the 1, even though I said I just got 1. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to go to the UPS store. Luckily, I don't have to have a box or anything, so I'm gonna keep the box for my whatnot stuff. But yeah, come on, who would order one roll? One roll. So yeah. All right. So yeah, so I was gonna show you that one roll, but I guess I'll just tell you about it. But anyway, this looks like a Caterpie from the Pokemon world. It is officially licensed. I can't read what this says because it's all in Japanese or Chinese. Shoot. I don't know which one it is. I think Pokemon's Japanese. I think. But this is well, they call it a green caterpillar, but so that means it's the Caterpie. It's a cute little guy. Really super soft material and green and yellow. I'm not very good at describing things, I've decided. I watch other YouTubers and they're like, oh, and it's got yellow eyes and with black and white, you know, so you can really see the eyes. And I'm not very good at that. A cute little light yellow tail that can flop around. It doesn't look derpy, it looks pretty. So again, if you're interested in that, check out the description below. Hopefully I will have the link to that. Okay, for people that like stamps or crafters, they have what they call glassine envelopes, but they're not glassine envelopes, you guys. They are vellum. And I think vellum and glassine are not the same because you can still get glassine envelopes when you buy stamps at the post office. I don't know if that's the original reason why glassine envelopes were created, was for that. I mean, I really can't say I've ever seen it in any other application, but I have been trying out the glassine envelopes on Temu, and they're actually very nice envelopes. They're vellum, and it's a thicker vellum. They don't have like sticky here, so if you needed to seal them, you would need to add your own double-sided tape or whatever, but they do have a crease in here that you can then fold it, and it stays pretty closed. But these are great for storing things. They're obviously great for storing stamps, which I've been buying a lot of stamps. And I actually was at an antique store yesterday. No, not yesterday. The day before. That actually, for the first time, I saw they were actually selling stamps by the pound. And I would have bought one had I not bought plenty on, well, not plenty, but had I not bought some on Whatnot. So it was kind of nice to see, because for some reason around here you just really don't find stamps. But anyway, they sell these, Temu sells these in all different sizes. This was a 10-pack, and I've shown envelopes on here before, and the ones I showed before were a little bit taller and a little bit narrower, and I like those better than these. And that pack came like, I got 50, I think, in that, and this one it was for 10. But if you're looking for specific sizes, check it out. They are really nice envelopes. So I don't know what it costs to buy glassine, and now I kind of wonder if I tried to buy glassine on other websites, would they be vellum there too? But I got, okay, so for reference, this was a 10-pack, 2.56 inches squared for $1.46. The other one I showed you guys was for 50, it was $3.20, so cheaper. And the size was 3.54 inches by 2 inches. So I think the other one's definitely a better deal. Sorry, I can't get this gunk out of my throat. But they do call it mini glassine translucent ornament accessories, small items, sticker art packaging. So yeah, if you're a a reseller, you might like, well, shoot, if you're a reseller, you can get a ton of great packaging items on Temu. You can get bags like this on there. You can get bubble mailers. You can get those Tyvek bags. You can get stickers, like thank you stickers or free gift stick, you know, all kinds of great. It's a great source for resellers. Or if you have a Etsy shop, a Amazon, you know, any of those, check out. I'm curious, do we have any resellers that watch this channel? If so, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'm thinking, I'm trying to decide, dang it, I still can't get this out of my throat. You're supposed to be able to, if you cough, get it out, but it's still there. I'm thinking about, I'm trying to decide, because Whatnot has a buy it now option, which makes it very similar to Etsy. So I'm trying to decide if I should migrate my Etsy items over to Whatnot and just leave my Etsy shop for digital items, because I can't tell that I can put digital items on Whatnot. ChatGPT says you can, I just haven't figured it out yet. But that way, the buy it now items are available for people that are in the auctions in case they're trying to get to a free shipping level. Not free shipping. Free shipping after a certain point. So when I do my auctions, I set a maximum shipping price, which is equal or equivalent to what it would cost to send a flat rate, the biggest flat rate box, which is $9.21. So the most anybody pays for shipping on my auctions is $9.21. And then once they've hit that, everything else they buy is free shipping. So that's why I'm saying free shipping, but it's not free shipping. They paid $9.21. But so I'm trying to build up my buy it now store on there so that there's other things people can buy that maybe I'm not showing in the auction, but it can help them get to that free shipping rate. Well, you know, and so I'm thinking, should I move my stuff from Etsy over? The only thing is, people probably don't shop Whatnot like they shop Etsy. And while I get some traffic on Etsy, I don't get a lot of traffic on Etsy. So my thought is I should just, the places that I advertise, I should just advertise my Whatnot store instead. Because on Whatnot, you don't pay to list it. It's free to list your items. You pay the listing price once it sells, which is better than Etsy. Etsy, you have to pay when you list it. So just trying to weigh, if any of you have experience with either of those platforms, I'm curious what you would recommend. It's like I want to, I don't know, I want to be a good business person. I mean, there may come a point in time where I need to rely on sales a little bit more than I do today. I mean, heaven forbid, if something happened with my current job, maybe that would be something that would at least help a little bit while I'm looking for a new job, kind of thing. I mean, no job is guaranteed unless you own the company, and even then it's not guaranteed. You can still have bad times and still go out of business, but I don't know. I don't know what my problem is. Do I have a lack of faith that God will take care of me? I mean, he's always taken care of my family with my job before, but bruh, it's a great shirt. So, but yeah, I don't know. I feel this need to sell things, and I don't know where that comes from. But so this is that cat that's always on the memes where, you know, there's people yelling at it and it's saying something fun. So this got a cool kind of retro rainbow bruh. It's like too big to get in the picture, but this might be a good thumbnail. Bruh. Or should I be like trying to like, that's not a good picture. I don't know. Will people realize that I'm trying to be the one that's yelling at the cat? But this was a 5XL, and it is 100% cotton. Do not iron. Wash with light colors. Hang to dry immediately after wash. Well, that's probably so it won't shrink, but we dry everything. We wash this kind of stuff inside out. It is a pretty decent iron-on. It's not a, you can feel the texture of the fabric through it. So not that it's thin, but I guess it's just a textured iron-on, which is a little bit better. Like this one's a textured one too. The ones that are super glossy, those are not so great, but this one's pretty good. But like the eyes are part of the iron-on, so it's not one of those like this one where the gray is not part of the iron-on. In this case, the black is part of it. But yeah, that's cute. Probably 10 bucks maybe, I don't know. But he did decide he was going to stop ordering 6XL clothes because if he does lose weight on Mounjaro, he doesn't want to have ordered a bunch of shirts that he's just going to have to donate or resell because they don't fit anymore. So it's kind of a nice problem to have though, right? And I don't know if I can say he's lucky and that I was lucky that we were able to do Mounjaro because he still has diabetes. I'm technically out of the diabetic range, but my doctor's keeping me on it because that's what's keeping me out of the range. So I don't know if everybody wants to lose weight, right? Not everybody has the opportunity, but they are making those, what do they call them? Semaglutide, something like that. They are making those now just for weight loss, but you got to hope your insurance covers it because they're probably pretty expensive. But speaking of that, my new insurance is United Healthcare, and they denied the request for Humira for me. I guess their policy is that you have to have been on a pill for 3 months, and that pill has to be unsuccessful in order for them to consider letting you go on Humira. And I don't know if that's because Humira is a biologic and they're less likely to allow biologics, but I know it works for me, so it's really disappointing. I don't know if the pills will work, but I guess if they don't work, then we can try the Humira again. But I'm like a perfect candidate for Humira because I've got 2 autoimmune diseases, and so I had to call my doctor. I had to leave a message to say, okay, they denied it. What are you going to prescribe now? And I haven't heard back. Surprise, surprise. So yeah, that was pretty disappointing. So next, keeping with our blue kitchen theme, hang on. All right, now we've got a silicone, wow, it's really thin, but a silicone 8x8 pan to do baking in. I've got the silicone cupcake mold thingies, so I thought, shoot, why not get this for brownies? Although I have plenty of pans for brownies. I've even got the pans where you can make individual brownies. I've got the brownie batter squeezer to fill those things. I've got, because I used to sell Pampered Chef. I guess it's a thing with me. I like to sell things, but I don't like sales. Not a good combination. You don't put introverts in sales positions, right? No, everybody knows that. Everybody but me knows that. So it did come pretty, I don't know, dented, but it doesn't really matter. But I guess with this, you would still put it on a cookie sheet so that it has some stability underneath it. But then, you know, when you're done, you should be able to flip it out. And so maybe that means you wouldn't have to use, like, would you still have to butter and flour it? Probably not. This is supposed to replace that, right? So I don't know. I don't really bake a lot, but Galia likes to fancy herself a baker sometimes, and Gracie likes to make mug cakes, which that's actually a pretty good deal. You know, just make what you want to eat right then. So let's make this a blue kitchen haul. Should I hold it like this? But they have, I think this probably came in different colors too. Let's see. A set of 3. Hold up. That is so, misleading, you guys. It's a set of 3 because they sell it in 3 colors. They sell it in gray, blue, and pink. But you only get 1. Oh, and it doesn't even say in the description here, it doesn't say set of 3. It's only in the, like, the listing in my order that says set of 3. So they call it a 8.3-inch silicone square cake pan, non-stick, easy release, heat resistant for baking cakes, brownies, cheesecakes. Oh, cheesecakes, I wouldn't have thought of that. But those you're supposed to do those in water baths, right? Would you do a water bath with these? You can use it in the oven, the microwave, the freezer, the dishwasher. So I like things that you can use everywhere, right? Because even if you have Corningware or glassware that say it can go to all those things, everybody knows that glass, if you go from like the freezer to the oven, it could crack. But you really wouldn't have that with this. And maybe the glass, the Pyrex and stuff that says you can do all that, maybe they've done something special to make it crack proof. I don't know. But it's BPA free. And it's currently selling for $384, but the gray would be $395. So, yeah. I mean, really, well, I guess if you make cakes, you might want more than one. But I don't know. Do people do tiered cakes, square cakes? I mean, why not? I mean, here's my glasses. Why not? But usually I think people use round for tiered. But I'm not a baker, so what do I know? So yeah, so I like that. I like my blue kitchen items from this haul. Probably, are they my favorite things? Maybe. Let's haul one other thing and then I'll show you my crafty finds and then we will do some trivia. So let's do this. So this is like it's called a travel digital pouch. We've seen these on this channel before. I think we've got good weather today. So why am I sitting in here doing this? Well, because Galia's out with a friend at the mall. Jason's out with Gregory playing Pokemon. The 2 older kids, well, they like to do their own thing. So it comes with this sheet that tells you all about it. And actually, shoot, I think I even have this color. So hopefully we won't, well, he takes better care of his things. So we've got, it expands. This is in what I would call maroon or mauve, but I don't think people really use mauve anymore. It's got a handle, and it's got a label, or not a label, but a little decal here so you know what you're supposed to be putting in this. You cannot put anything else in it that's not on the decal. No, I'm kidding. Some people use these for watches, like watch bands for their smartwatches. You could stick the band through here. But that's still electronic, I guess. Oh, and this one's got, okay, so this is like the soft part of the Velcro all around the edge. There is a little bit of padding. And then you've got the movable dividers that have that same Velcro soft part, but then they've got the rough part here. And it looks like you get 3 dividers. So, oh, this one's got the cardboard inside is a little bent, so let's fix that. So let's, well, I don't have the picture of his, so I'm going to try to just make up a design here. The, I think that's the wrong direction to go. It doesn't want to fit across, so the long ones have to go this way. So, and then I'll put this one in, and then I'm guessing like the other one goes in between these two. So it's nice that it's adjustable when you figure out what you want to put in it. So obviously you could stick your longer cords and maybe your AirPods. Do people still use iPods? And then maybe you put your watch, your smartwatch faces down here, and you put your bands up there. So yeah, if you're someone who still uses a digital recorder, because you can buy those on Temu, you could put that in here. So all kinds of things. And obviously you could put jewelry in here, necklaces, bracelets, rings, kind of thing. You don't have to just do electronics like I was joking before. So nice. And again, if you're interested in that, check out below. Hopefully I will have links to that. So I took Friday off for PTO because the whole leadership team was off on Friday, and I'm waiting for them to answer some questions before I can do some things. So I was just like, I asked my new boss if I could take the day off, and he was like, sure. So we went to several antique stores that we've never been to before. We went to one down in Webster Groves, and the things I'm showing you, I think were all from there. But it was, when I first went in, I was like, oh man, so there's a difference in antique malls, right? Some are geared more for collectors, meaning their prices are higher because people know the value of the items, and some are more geared for resellers or de-stashers, that kind of thing. This one was probably a pretty good mix of the two, but in the beginning, all the booths I was going into, I was like, whoa, I thought about doing a shop with me at the antique store, and I should have, because there was like in one booth, I found 3 Happy Meal boxes that were folded up. I don't know if they'd ever been used, probably had been used, but I don't know that for sure. But they were Fraggle Rock, and I don't know when those would have been from, but I feel like they would have been, I don't know, they could have been from the 90s, but there were 3 of them in this bag, and it didn't have a price. And so I'm usually, when I find things in a booth that don't have a price, I'm looking to see if the price tag just fell off, because some of them have like price tags connected with a string and tape, and some of them have a sticker. Well, in this booth, they kind of did both. So I was looking through the bin that I found it in, and I could not find the sticker. So I put it in my cart because I'm like, well, you know, if it's 10 bucks, I would buy that because maybe I could resell it. I'm sure I could resell it if I'd only paid $10. So I get, at the end, I get, you know, I put the stuff up there and I'm like, this didn't have a price, but it came from this booth. And the ladies there can look at the booth, the inventory for the booth to see if they can find it. Well, they couldn't find it in the inventory. So then it's like, is it really from somebody else's booth? Or, because some antique stores will not sell an item that does not have a sticker on it because they don't know. You can tell them what booth you found it in, but somebody could have just deposited it there, you know, if they were walking around as hey, they didn't want something. Well, they called the lady and it was hers. 60 bucks. And I was like, you know, I like visibly or audibly sucked my breath and I was like, okay, no, I'm not interested in that. Thank you for checking. I was like, 60 bucks. Well then, and the ladies I could tell were surprised too. And so one of them started like looking on eBay to see what she could find. And she found some for 30 for like one. So 60 for 3, I guess, was a good price. So I was like, holy cow. So I don't know, maybe that was a really good price, but I was not paying that price. But I did find some other things in this shop that I thought I'd show you. This one was probably my favorite because I'm always looking for stuff like this and I never find it. But this was a old checkbook, you guys, from 1929 up here. So it had several checks that have been written, well, and some that are voided. And this was used by two different, well, I don't know if it was used by two different companies or if the first company changed its name, because about halfway through, you find some more that have been written and they have a different name on them. So there's a really good stack of, so you get, there. It's also got the blank checks. I'm like, this is awesome ephemera, you guys. So I can put, and this will last me a long time. I could put, you know, one of these in an ephemera pack. Granted, this was a voided one, you know, so it's kind of, but yeah, I could put this in an ephemera pack. People love this kind of stuff for junk journaling. Put this in there. People can write on the back. They can, so I was like, that was a great find. So I was super excited about that. And what did I pay for it? I thought the price tag was on here. I think I paid $23 for this, you guys, but it'll last me a long time. It'll make my ephemera kits more enticing to have this kind of stuff in it. And that's my favorite thing to do, is make ephemera packs. I've actually pulled all of the ephemera packs off of my Etsy shop because I ended up selling them on Whatnot. So I need to make some more and maybe put some in a buy it now section. So anyway, I got that, and then stuff's gonna fall over. I found some cards. These are Betsy, these are Hallmark cards, but they're Betsy Clark. And does it have a year on it? It does not. But Hallmark is a Missouri company out of Kansas City. So I'll have to look and see. I paid, it was marked down, it was originally marked 18 and it was marked down to 12. So usually with cards, some people sell like 4 cards for $1 in their Etsy shops because people like to craft with these too. But I thought they were so cute, especially if for people maybe that are wanting to make a baby journal or, you know, a children's journal, that kind of thing. They're just so cute. So I bought these, and you get, what, 54 cards in a deck if it's got the jokers. So that's like 10 cents a card for cost of goods kind of a price. So yeah, so I bought those because they're beautiful, like, and they're vintage. It's really hard to find vintage cards sometimes, but I love those. And then I found this stationery set, Metropolitan Museum of Art Adaptations. I don't know how old this is, but it feels vintage, but it might not be because it's stationery, so who knows. But it comes in a little folder. I paid $5. They said it's vintage, so that has to mean it's 20 years or more to get that title. But it's like linen paper, and it's beautiful. So several sheets of that. And then, okay, I don't know what this is. Oh, so this is probably the silica packaging for this kit that was branded to match the stationery. So there were 2 of these in there. And then it's got the envelopes. And there are more envelopes than paper, unfortunately, because I like to, when I find this kind of stuff, I like to put a piece of paper with an envelope in a kit as one of the items. So, but yeah, I just thought that was beautiful. I love flowers, you guys know. So I thought that was a pretty good kit. And for $5, I think that's a great deal, personally. And when I'm done with having all the paper and stuff, I could sell the book, or I could just resell. I mean, this kind of a price is probably, I could probably resell it for like $6 or $7, but I don't want to. I want to break it up. I've told you guys this before. I'm not really into just buying something to turn around and resell it. Now, I make an exception for that. I bought a lot as in a single item, a lot of postcards over the last week. And one of those lots was antique postcards. Now those I did buy specifically to turn around and resell them because this person was selling them in bulk. And so for a better price than you could find them, even if I sold them for $1. Because in the antique stores, antique postcards go for $2 or more. So even if I sold them for $1, I'd still be making money. Then I found this gin book. I paid $3.99, although on the inside there was a $3 one. So I don't know what the right price was, but this is what I paid. And it's just a whole score pad full of gin rummy score sheets. And these are great for junk journaling too. You know, I tear it off, put one in a pack, because people can still write on them, or they can use them like a ledger page kind of thing. They're blank on the back, so even more writing space. So yeah, that's fun. So whoever bought this originally, and it comes with the rules if you wanted to just play gin. Now, I used to play gin, but I don't know all the scoring rules, which would be what this would be for. But I love any kind of rummy, really. So yeah, so and a ton. This will get me a long way, and for a really good price. And then I found, okay, you guys will probably think this is ridiculous, and the price was probably ridiculous on this. I paid $4 for this trigonometry table. You guys, this is what they would have used before they had graphing calculators today, but I bought it because it's got, for one, it's got this cool colored paper, and it's all numbers. So I would just I've already used some of it in some packs that I sold, and I would just take, you know, a single page out. It doesn't have a lot of pages, so the $4 was probably not the best price, but it adds variety to what I was doing. And it's got, you know, once it's all empty, I can turn around and add the cover as a piece to a future pack. So yeah, so I thought, and it's from the Illinois Toolworks company. So just kind of a weird thing, right? I mean, they used to have books for all of this stuff. Engineers, because I've got some engineering books that are just literally tables of numbers, and I love those. Or, you know, well, I wouldn't say multiplication tables, because how far up? I mean, once you get past 12 times 12, how far up are they doing that kind of stuff? And there were, I guess, before calculators. Is there a date on this? Like, I don't know when graphing calculators became a thing. I know they were a thing when I was in high school because they wanted us to buy them, but we couldn't afford to buy them. They were like $100 or $200 at the time. And so they had a few that they could share between students. I hated trig. I hated trig. I was an algebra girl. I loved algebra. And I didn't take calculus because I hated trig. And I assumed that they would be kind of similar. But yeah, it was too expensive. And our kids that have gone through, like, I think Gabby took calculus. Graphing calculators are cheaper now, so, but still like $50, which is crazy. Seems like there would be an app on your phone, right? There probably is. But sometime in some classes, you're not allowed to have your phone. So even for purposes of a calculator. But yeah, I'm curious. I wish some of these things have dates on them, but some of them don't. But yeah, this one does not appear to have a date. Decimal equivalents. That actually would be pretty handy. This would be, okay, so this is would be super handy when I'm doing payroll, because our payroll system, our time tracking system shows things by minutes, and our payroll system does them by decimals. So this would be an excellent little tool for that. I should take a screen, well, there's probably an app for that. Why am I doing that? But yeah, so there's that little book. And then the last thing, you guys, I got, now it's a little bit before my time. I was born in 75, but, and I paid up for this, you guys. It's a full Gamble Alden's catalog, fall winter 1968. I paid $19 for it, but there's so many pages in it. And if it were Sears, that would be an easy resale for more than $19. But this one, I think this would still be an easy resell if I just wanted to resell it as is, but I don't want to resell it as is. I want to harvest it. But you guys, from 1968, get a 57-piece set of dishes for only 20 bucks. And I found my parents' I'm going to show you some pages. I probably won't be able to find it now. But you guys, isn't that fantastic? See, this is what I was talking about earlier. Well, hopefully I mentioned it on this video and not one of the ones I scrapped. I mean, there's carpet on here. Even though I was born in 75, I would have been in houses that had carpet like this. And you had your mustard, your avocado. What was the orange called? Does it say? Maybe I can see what the orange was called. Oh no, these just have numbers. Oh no, they don't. Antique gold, avocado, blue green, melon. Oh, so they weren't using mustard. Your floral chairs. You guys, I love it. So I have to harvest this. But okay, here's the pans. Okay, yes. My parents had this set of pans, although theirs, my dad said, had Teflon, because I sent him a picture of this and he said theirs had Teflon, at least until it wore off. But to be honest, I don't remember the Teflon on there. I remember it being metal inside. So maybe they had a piece or two that was just metal on the inside, but they had this green, and it was this brand, Club Aluminum. And I think they still have one for like a littler piece of it still left, because, you know, they made stuff to last back then. Well, or to kill you, I guess. If the Teflon coating came off in your food. Do you need a projector, anybody? Because they didn't have boom boxes back then. Or you've got your radio. I mean, like, who doesn't remember these clocks? But then it's also, of course, got the great fashion and the great hairstyles. Now, there are a lot of women. So my mom, when I was younger, before she had Alzheimer's, she told me that, so she graduated from high school in '69, and apparently in the late 60s, it was fashionable to wear wigs to school. Well, there's women in this catalog that I'm pretty sure are wearing, look at the shoes that are wearing wigs. Let me find. Well, here's where you can get your wigs. And my mom liked short hair, so she would have had these, you know, one of these short hair wigs. Are these real fur? Feel of fur. So what does it say? Mode acrylic pile. Okay, so you can get your fake fur. Let's get to these. Oh, and here you get your wedding dress. Now with that high empire, is it high empire waist? That reminds me of like Pride and Prejudice time period. Okay, let's get to some of the, but yeah, these ladies to me look like they're wearing wigs. Now, we all make fun of polyester, but a lot of these clothes, I bet, were polyester. Probably some cashmere, too, but I feel like polyester was definitely more popular back then. Need some green clothes. Get your green capsule wardrobe on with your mix and match pieces. I know I found some earlier that were... These are more, I don't know. I just like looking at all of these vintage fashions. So some of these pages would be great for fashion journals. I was trying to find one that had like some busier prints. Whoa. Celanese. Textured women Celanese acetate and nylon with shape enduring ways. Bonded to acetate tricot for inside skin side comfort. Won't sag or sit out. Crease shy from stay-like new looks. All at an unbelievably little price. Well, right, $10 each. That seems like a good price. Well, was it a good price for $68? I don't know. Seems like it should have been. But, and then I'll show some baby. Let me go to the baby section real quick because it's so cute. And you could get a whole layette. Isn't that what they were called? Let me see if I can find one of those. A whole layette set, which would have your cloth diapers, your onesies, your, okay, yeah, best in layettes, gift boxed. They had Supreme, Luxury, Deluxe, and Basic. And so they had this little table that would tell you how much you got of each thing for each level. And the most expensive one, the Supreme, you get 172 pieces for $60. That seems like a great price because you're getting diapers, gowns, kimonos, knit snap side shirts with diaper tabs, crib blanket, anklets, bibs, sleepers, washcloths, lap pads, a plastic rattle. Oh, you don't get that with the basic version. Terry's sleep and play sets. I mean, booties, 42-piece feeding set. Oh, so like your bottles and stuff. So yeah, so I just thought that was neat. So yeah, so that's my antique-y, vintage-y haul. And then let's do our TV trivia for today. See how we do. See, is it a problem that I want to live in the past? I hope not. I hope it's not a precursor. But you guys, I thought about taking this catalog over to my mom's yesterday to see if she would look through it and if it would spark any memories. I don't know. Let me know what you think if I should do that. But okay, what was B. Benadet's name on Petticoat Junction? On what soap opera is everyone looking for Lois Clingden Smith? Who hosted Are You an Artist? What subject did Mr. Boynton teach on Our Miss Brooks? What is the name of the town on The Guiding Light? Chuck Connors starred in what cavalry show as a soldier named Jason McCord? What did the winner receive on the Don Adams screen test show? Who hosted the Westinghouse Desilu Playhouse? Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't think I know any of these. What was B. Benadet's name on Petticoat Junction? I never watched that show, so let's think of names that might have been popular back then. Susan. What? That's terrible. If your name's Susan, sorry. I don't know. I don't think people name their kids Susan anymore. They don't name them Amy anymore either, so don't be offended. On what soap opera is everyone looking for Lois Clingden Smith? I don't recognize that name, so I have no idea. So since we've got another Guiding Light question on here, I'm going to say Guiding Light. Who hosted Are You an Artist? Well, I'm going to say Art Linkletter because his first name is Art. What subject did Mr. Boynton teach on Our Miss Brooks? Now, I feel like we've gotten the reverse of this, like who taught science or who taught math. So I'm going to say English. That's probably dumb. I probably should have picked math or science, but we'll say English. What is the name of the town on The Guiding Light? Well, we've talked about I've seen other soap opera towns, and I didn't watch Guiding Light. So I'm going to say Springfield. I know it's not Springfield, but I'm going to say Springfield. Chuck Connors starred in what cavalry show as a soldier named Jason McCord? I think we've also had the reverse of this. Who played Jason McCord on this show? I don't know, so I'm going to say Gunsmoke. What did the winner receive on the Don Adams screen test show? Okay, so Don Adams, Get Smart, Agent 66, was that who he was? What did the winner receive on his screen test show? Like, would they have, I don't think they could have won a walk-on part on a show back then, right? So, but it's a screen test show, so what did they win? Maybe they did win a part on his Get Smart show. Or they won a washing machine? I don't know. Who hosted the Westinghouse Desilu Playhouse? Well, we've got Desilu for Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball. Who hosted that playhouse? Would it have been like a friend of hers? Could it have been Desi himself? Let's say Desi himself. I don't think Lucy, I don't know. See, after I Love Lucy ended, they divorced like almost immediately thereafter, but they stayed partners, and he went on to produce her next show. So they stayed, and when he got into his alcoholism, then he wanted to sell Desilu and she didn't want to. So I think she ran it, because that's part of what ran him into the ground, was running that studio. But I don't know, we'll say Desi. It's probably not right. All right, what was B. Benadet's name on Petticoat Junction? Kate Bradley. Kate, there was Kate Jackson in the 70s too. I'm assuming that was from the 70s, or was it from the 60s? I don't know. On what soap opera is everyone looking for Lois Clingden Smith? All My Children. Who hosted Are You an Artist? John Gnaggy? G-N-A-G-Y. Nagy? I've never heard of him. What subject did Mr. Boynton teach on Our Miss Brooks? Biology. I should have said science. What is the name of the town on the guiding light? You guys, it's Springfield. I got that one right. I only said that because they're always acting like Springfield is how many shows are in Springfield? Holy cow. Well, yay, one for me. Chuck Connors starred in what cavalry show as a soldier named Jason McCord? Branded. Never heard of that. Unless, of course, I've had it on a question before. What did the winner receive on the Don Adams screen test show? A bit part in a real production. Okay, I'm claiming a point for that too. And who hosted the Westinghouse Desilu Playhouse, you guys? It was Desi Arnaz. So I got 3 freak points on this card that I didn't think I would get any. So there you go. Just always guess. So I got Springfield, a bit part in a real production, and a Desi Arnaz. Yay! How did you do? Let me know in the comments. But otherwise, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm sorry this was kind of weird, especially with it being the 3rd time I started it. So I was kind of weird and in a weird place. But thank you for stopping by. I'm probably gonna, my family's not home yet, so I'm probably gonna film Tuesday's video right now too. So thank you to my members. Let me call you out real quick. You can become a member of this channel if you want to support me, especially in light of the Temu ban. I haven't taken the time to look and see what their new program is, because I'm still kind of, I don't know. I love Temu, but I don't know. I'm falling out of love with Temu. But I don't want to fall out of love with Temu, because then I don't know what I will do on this channel. I don't think people would stop by just for a vlog. So Okay. Where am I trying to go? I'm trying to see who my members are. Go here. Oh, you guys, I have a new member. Oh, well, let me shout out. I am so sorry, Mary. I filmed a week ago. You've joined since then. Thank you so much for joining, Mary, and supporting this channel 5 days ago. Thank you. So I've got Mary. Mary is at the conspiracy level. We've got Darlene at the attempted murder level. We've got KT at the conspiracy level. And we've got Hey Everybody at the attempted level. And Pam at the conspiracy level. This is only showing me 5 members, even though it said 6 on the other screen. So if I'm missing you, I'm sorry, it's only showing me 5. But yeah, so thank you. Thank you to my members. And it doesn't take me very long to call them out, so I should just call everybody out, right? And thank you for subscribing and for liking and for commenting. And please be sure to check out my description below if you're interested in any of these products. I'm not sponsored. Oh, I should say I've also got a link below to Pair Eyewear. That's who I get my glasses from. I don't know if this kind of goes, it kind of goes with this, and I don't really have anything else to wear these with, but they're little magnets in the corners so you can change up your outfit. I love it. I'm not sponsored by them either. Anybody that orders from them gets a referral code to share with friends, and you're my friend, so I've shared it. And if you're interested in junk journaling ephemera, check out my Etsy shop or my Whatnot shop. My Whatnot shop is growing, so check that out. But otherwise, thank you for continuing to support this channel. I'm sitting at 2859 subscribers, so thank you. And yeah, so let's get this one ended so I can do another one for Tuesday. Because if I don't, then chances are we might go several days again without having a video. So thank you. I'll talk to you, or wherever you are, whenever you are. I hope you're having a great day. And until we meet again, take care of yourself. Bye.